6:18 now, everybody, and we will be getting you ready for this day. A good Wednesday morning to you. I'm getting a few more cars out there on Broad River Bridge. Let's just see how things are going to be taking shape with that clearing that is still out there. We will be getting, though, more of that sun to rise up soon, make for a beautiful start to the day for a lot of folks. And this is going to be, in turn, still giving us the instability needed, some severe weather ingredients by the time we get into this afternoon to shake up that forecast. That humidity we see right now, over 90%. So still a very muggy start to the day, even with some temperatures a degree or two shy from where they were yesterday. Not a huge change, but a little bit of a change. We get that heat to ramp on up, still getting above 95 degrees today for that high. Feel like temps close to 104 on average. Not going to be that heat advisory status, but still a very hot one. And it's all going to play a factor into what we can see bubbling up today and what's still going to be hanging around later this week before things start to change up a bit more and we actually get a bit more of the rain potential to fill in, along with cooler temperatures. So let's see how we get to that. For today, it's still with a breeze out of the south and west, so we're still getting more of that tropical moisture up into our viewing area coming up from the Gulf. And as it continues to combine with that sun, temperatures rising into the afternoon to get those mid-upper 90s, storms are going to pop. You're going to get that instability to come to a point late into our day. And obviously 6, 7 o'clock, we're still seeing that sun up. You know, we're not closing out the day just yet, and you could still see some of these just systems enhanced. Even though they're going to be very pinpointed, a couple severe warnings are possible later today around the region. And again, that's around the region as a whole. That's not going to be for everybody. Going into a Thursday morning, starting out beautiful again. Afternoon hours, we go through the motions once more. Still not too aggressive earlier in the afternoon, but by the time we get to that 5, 6 p.m. threshold, looking later into this day, everything starts to deteriorate again, break down into more of these storms and some of that shower coverage. So please be continuous in terms of how you're just going through the later portions of these days, because that's when we can see more of this activity coming to a point, impacting more communities and even causing a little bit of spotty storm damage. That's very much going to be a factor as we go through the coming days and try to cool down a little bit. So as we go to Friday, now this is going to be a big change because we will see a bit more rain coverage, still some storms in there, but this is going to be a stalled out cold front for the region. This is around 4 or 5 p.m. on Friday. Need to be mindful of that with more cloud cover and just in general something that hasn't really been here, and that's going to be in the way of just consistent chances of rainfall that we could at least get around the region into the weekend. Today it's still in that spotty sense for World Emoji Day. Always trying to encourage some smiles and laughs out there. We get a mid-upper 90s for today, all right, because it's still going to be hot. Think about that too. Prepare as you have been, protecting yourselves, your pets, those around you, as these temperatures work to get to impressive levels. Again, for your Wednesday, it's just not going to be hot enough for a heat advisory. Backing into the mid-90s on Thursday, Friday upper 80s, and then more of those upper 80s to near 90 for highs into the weekend. That's going to be a welcome change of pace. I'm telling you, we need it right now, and that is something that could actually hold steady with this pattern even into the early phases of next week.